My name's Paul from vaporroom.com and this is Rapid Reviews. Right, okay, we're going to take a look at this, which is the new iTaste MVP3. Basically what's inside the box, what you get with the package, and also just going to run through some features of the MVP3. So it comes in the usual Inican packaging, which is a nice plastic box. You get the main unit itself, that's the iTaste MVP3. It also comes with a 510 to Ego adapter. That's in full stainless steel with gold plated contacts on there, centre pins. The charging lead as well, which is USB and also micro USB. Instructions in there as well, a couple of stickers and just some battery information, battery care information. The unit itself is variable. Let's go through this. We've got operating voltage. It's 3 volts to 9 volts. That's the voltage setting. In the wattage setting, it's 6 watts to 30 watts in 0.5 increments. The battery itself is 3,800 milliamps, so it's certainly going to get you through a full day. Other improvements they've made, they've moved the light from around the switch. It was actually under the switch on the old one, and your thumb or finger could just cover it up and you couldn't see what was happening there. They've moved that on board to the top there, so when you press it, I'll just switch the unit on. When you press to vape, you can actually see the light coming on there, and that's the usual Inican colours. Green for a good charge, then it goes to amber for sort of a mid charge, and then down to red, which will warn you that you're going to need it to charge up the unit soon. Again, we've got a sprung centre pin at the top as well to make good contact with anything you've got connected up. A great display, OLED display. I will go through that shortly and what information we've got on there. I'll go through that in a few minutes. It's got a lovely finish to it, and a nice pattern on there. Not too much, not overpowering pattern. Other things it's got. The old one did do this, but you'd need the lead with it, which is an external charger, so you could use it like a power bank. This one's built in, and the port that they put on there is a micro USB, so that'll just fly off, and that'll charge other devices. A lot of phones, or it'll charge something like a V3 or a VV4, something like that, and that just neatly tucks away on board on the base of the unit. So that's the unit itself. Next thing, we'll just go through the operation. Right, okay, we're just going to take a look at some of the features of the MVP3 operation and charging. Okay, so the unit's switched off at the moment, as it says there. 3-click on. That's 3 clicks of the main vape button to bring it into life. There we go, comes on with the Inican logo. These are the current settings that we've got everything at. The screen automatically will go off after a few seconds, which obviously saves battery life. Press anything pretty much to bring it on, so I'll just press the minus button. We've got the battery indicator here. This indicates how much power is left in the battery. Here we've got the current setting. We're in volts mode at the moment, and that is 6.7 volts. And this top left, we've got the current ohmage of the atomizer, the attached atomizer at 2 ohm. And under that, that's the watts that we'll be going through at 6.7. If you want to switch modes, if you want to switch into the wattage mode, if that's your preference, if you press the plus button and then the vape button, and it switches into the other mode. And if you want to go back into volts mode, you press the minus, and then you hold that down, and then you press the main vape button. So we've got a 2 ohm atomizer attached, so that's far too high for that. We'd go down to sort of about 8 watts and start with that, and you can gradually build up the watts until you get your desired sort of vaping preference. I found this particular, the iClear 30S, is still okay around about 14 and a half with no burning taste there, but you don't want to go too high, not with something of that ohmage. So that's the watts and the volts feature that we have on the MVP3. Other features, so we're still in this mode. If you want to lock out, so let's lock out at 8.5. Just push the vape button, and that's locked that setting at 8.5 watts. Other features Iniken have put on the iTaste MVP3. Orientation. You can, for left or right-handed users, you can flip the orientation of the display. So if you press and hold the positive and the minus for 5 seconds, first it comes up with a puff counter, and then there we go. That's flipped the screen now, so that's the other way for either left or right-handed users. To flip it back, same thing again. Press and hold 5 seconds, and it'll flip it back the other way. Okay, next thing that we've got, which we briefly went through earlier, there is a charger lead which will charge an external device using the micro USB port. That's built in, just in case you've forgotten the lead. It's a great feature, is that. You can also use the other lead which comes with the MVP3, but don't use both at the same time. You can't. It's too much drain on the battery. Putting the battery under too much pressure. Only use either the onboard one or the external one. Now the external one just plugs in the output at the bottom of the device, like so, and then that will plug in a device within a micro USB. To charge up the MVP3, unplug that, plug the micro USB into the charge socket, which is the input, labelled as input, plugs in there, and this end, the USB end, will plug into a standard USB device, either a USB wall plug, rated around about 500 milliamps, or a games console or a computer. So when we plug that in, it comes up on the screen now that it's charging. The charging symbols come up within the battery there on the display. So there we are. That's the operation of the MVP3.